34, Hagan. Hitting fourth, number 55, Sabrera. Hitting fifth, number 13, Walker. Hitting sixth, number 22, Smith. Hitting seventh, number 3, Javier. Hitting eighth, number 25, Dorcine. Hitting ninth, 23, Dow. And pitching, number 29, Hamburg. Now, the starting lineups for your Delaware State Hornets. Leading off, shortstop, number 9, Miguel Rivera. Hitting second at second base, number 3, John Reglard. Hitting third baseman, number 13, Trey Page. Hitting DH, number 40, Crew Bogan. Hitting fifth, DH, Cole Gray. Sorry, hitting fourth and hitting fifth is first baseman, number 37, Cole Gary. Hitting sixth, right fielder, Daniels. Hitting seventh, catching, Brewer. Hitting 11th, left fielder, number 11, Chip Kimmel. Hitting ninth, center field, number 19, Mike Warrington. And pitching, number 32, Hardaway.
So you write where around the zone, pitch 1 was, pitch 2, pitch 3. Here you put if it's a ball in the strike, and you write what number pitch it is. So your numbers are you have velocity. Yeah, Jordan, I'm telling you, you're sick. Did I get anything to budget? I mean, that's not bad. Hey guys, help us out, please.
Starting for Coppin State, number 9, Day.
Welcome back to the DESU-TV live stream as we are in action here for Game 2 of our doubleheader. The Hornets took Game 1 in a thrilling 13-12 comeback victory. The full article of that crazy game will be up in a few hours at DSUHornets.com. Softball beat Coppin State in their first game of the doubleheader, 12 runs to 8, as Matt Day pops that one up to right field for out number 1. Jordan Hadaway is our game 2 starter. 6'1" righty from Delmar, Delaware. Played his first 2 years of collegiate baseball at Delaware Technical Community College before transferring here. Trey Page makes quick work
Now
with
batting,
that ground
number
ball.
34, Hagen.
Higgins, who had a 3-run triple in the top of the 7th of game 1. He's up to bat for the first time in game 2. He would have been the hero for Coppin State if it wasn't for the Hornets' furious rally during the bottom of the 7th. What a pitch there by Hadaway for strike number 1. We have 2 outs in the top of the 1st between 2 rivals here in a MEAC North. Hadaway with a good start so far. 2 outs, and he has 2 strikes against Higgins, who's always a threat though, which is 1 swing. That one just outside, could have been strike 3. Just outside, it's the right call. Counts 1-2 with 2 outs for Hadaway. And Higgins fouls that one out of play. The count still is 1-2.
Right here, 3-4, me, you bet. We go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. We say back. Up there.
Higgins had 4 RBIs in the first game of the doubleheader today. The count is 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Hadaway at the top of the 1st inning. Hagen entered today batting .375. He'll take a free base.
Now batting, number 55, Sarabria.
Sebastian Sarabia, another player who hit well. I mean, everybody pretty much hit well for both sides. He's up to bat. 2 outs in the 1st inning of our Game 2 coverage here on DESU-TV. Hadaway been pretty accurate with his location so far. Gets that first strike. Always wants to get that first pitch strike, get ahead of the count. That one fouled off by Sarabia. Two strikes, no balls. 2 outs. Sarabia had 2 hits and 4 appearances at the plate. Had 1 RBI in game one. And got him looking. Strike 3. Good first inning for Jordan Hathaway.
I'm start up once again. I'm locked in with TP.
So,
I just crossed another over, tell them God up.
4 runners, but
on the key,
4 players at bat, 3 outs. Pretty quick work for Hathaway.
Gang the band, the sticks and drum when we march up. I just crossed another over, tell them God up. Never tap the button up on the key, the car gon' start up. I lost some members at the early age, they let me start up. Chopper gang the band, the sticks and drum when we march up. Keep clutching my fly stick, we kick, we challenge up. You won't see me leave outside the house without my helmet. And my little banging shots, the gang ain't out of them. Hey, let me squeeze a chill clip over for now. Shit, I still can't wait to pull up on the block. I ain't found them. I don't slide like a sled in the snow, but I ain't found them. I don't know her head fast, she get to showing up for the channel. Beat it bad like Michael Jackson, think this my dirty Diana. I ain't let her sneak up in the grass, sneak up in the house. So we get them bowls in, T2P gon' take them out. A kid Glock up on me now because I chose the paper route. You niggas better use a GPS and take the safer route. I just crossed another. Go tell them God up.
So Jordan Hamburg.
I said, girl, why you keep calling? I said, girl, why you keep calling? Yeah. She said, I didn't know it. Yeah. Cause I know that you're still ballin'. She just wanna go back to the future, so I brought that color DeLorean. 21 minutes until I gotta go, so I tell that girl I'm gonna slaughter
Leading guard for the Hornets, shortstop number 9, Miguel.
Listen, this not my city show, but I treat it like my city show. 20 more minutes into it more. 20 more minutes into it more. 20 more minutes into it more. 20 more minutes into it more.
So Miguel Rivera leading off for the Hornets. He's facing Jordan Hamburg. And the catcher interference, and Rivera will take first base.
Up next for the Hornets, second baseman number 3, John. Hamburg, 6-foot lefty from South Plainfield, New Jersey, as Weglars with the bunt, and Coppin State with just another throwing error. They've been sloppy defensively. And Weglars is able to take second off of that throwing error. And Rivera's in third. With Trey Page up to bat. Now batting for the Hornets, third baseman number 13, Trey Page.
Hamburg enters the game with an ERA of 6.48 in 3 appearances. He's pitched just over 8 innings of work. He's surrendered 7 hits for 7 runs. 6 of them were earned. He's walked 10, but he's also struck out 10. And he's going to have to get some strikeouts or some help from his fielders as we have runners on second and third with 0 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Trey Page, we mentioned yesterday, was player of the week last week after having a monster series versus Mount St. Mary's. He'll take that pitch for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike for Page. And 2 Ball is 1 strike. As you see the umpire, he'll occasionally remind us what the pitch count is. Page takes his swing at it, and if he connects, that's going way past Soldier Field's scoreboard. But 2-2 is the count.
Hey, you got a job to do, Trey. Let's go, Jordan. Go. Go, Jordan. We say, man. Find it out.
Page through the gap. That'll bring at least 1 home. Weglars hustles in. So a quick 2-0 lead for the Hornets, whose bats are still alive. They have not gone down at all.
Now batting for the Hornets, your DH, number 42, Bo.
Crew Bolden now to bat. Trey Page, who was just so good at stealing bases, will steal another one. Pretty quick, has good anticipation, and I mean, it seems like he's always stealing second. 1 ball, 0 strikes for Bolden at the plate.
Hey, no outs. You got a job to do. Hey, get him over, cool.
Like, bro, look at short.
Let's go.
Bolden had 2 hits in the last game on 4 at-bats. The count's 1-1 for him. You see they have a shift in a little bit. He's known to pull a lot of his hits to left field. There's a strike 2 for Bolden. The score is 2-0. The Hornets with an early lead in the bottom of the first inning. Weather's going down just a bit. It was about 60 degrees when we started. Getting a little chilly, but it's still pretty good baseball weather. I ran to the car and got my coat, though. I don't play with the cold weather.
Hey, who's your job here?
Bolden fouls that one. He was just a little late. He's a little upset with himself. You can see him kind of shake his head after he fouled that one off. That's the pitch he was waiting for.
Let's go.
Bolden grounds that out to second, but that's just the first out, and Trey Page is able to advance.
Now batting for the Hornets, your first baseman, number 37, Cole Gary.
Cole Gary had 2 hits and 5 at-bats last game. Drove in 1 RBI. He's batting .258 on the season. Counts 1-1 after that strike by Hamburg. And Cole Gary just talking to the ump about the location on that last pitch. Just wanting to know, was it low? Or was it in the strike zone? And a swing and a miss, and that one was able to really mess up the timing there for Cole Gary. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Hamburg with his first strikeout of the day. Gary will have to take a seat after that one.
What does the fox say?
next for the Hornets, your right fielder, number 5, Brady Daniels.
And that's just a terrific warm-up song. And as Daniels will come up to bat. Brady Daniels is a 6'2" freshman from Teaneck, New Jersey. Him being a freshman is the reason why that's his warm-up song. I don't believe they get to choose. He's able to get a hit into the gap and bring home Trey Page. So 3 quick runs for the Hornets, who just continue.
Up next for your Hornets, your catcher, number 33, Mason Dewar.
And speaking of hot, that's Mason Brewer's walk-in song or walk-up song. Let's see if he can keep the streak going for the Hornets, who have 2 hits and 3 runs in the bottom of the first. And Brewer was at bat when Hiram Davis stole second and third bases, or sorry, third and home to win the game.
Let's go.
Counts now 1-1 for Mason Brewer. Brewer played his high school ball at Caesar Rodney, which is not too far from the Hornets campus.
Yes, sir.
And a balk happened as Daniels was trying to steal second. He'll be awarded second base. The count is 0-2 with 2 outs, but now you have a runner in scoring position, which is Daniels, who has some speed and will be able to score from home if this ball can get to the outfield. It will not, as Brewer is caught looking for strike 3, but the damage has been done. Another terrific inning for this Hornets offense as they continue what they started at the end of game 1, as they have 3 more runs here to start game 2 of our doubleheader action.
We with it today. It's just me and baby Shiesty, and we too deep in the race. We with it today. We with it today. It's just me and baby Shiesty, and we too deep in the race. Said the Draco came with side effects. I told him, baby, okay with me. I pull up anytime and any time. This is not a 2-2-3. The chopper shoot 308. Get that weight out like a fitted room. You know we moving weight. Feeling like my birthday. Every day wake up and get the cake. Hey, I was smoking out the P when look, I was smoking shake. Though I can't never let her slide, I can't let him skate. Shots fired, he on Fox Live. Bullet to the face, put it across the nut. You over, tell him guard up. Double tap the button up on the key, the car gon' start up. I lost some members at the early age, you let me start up. Chopper gang, bandit, sticks and drums when we march up. I just crossed the nut. You over, tell him guard up. Double tap the button up on the key, the car gon' start up. I lost some members at an early age, it let me start up. Chopper gun, the band, the sticks and drum, we march up. Big brr. Brr, brr.
Leading off for Coppin, number 13, Walker.
Connor Walker, who had that solo home run in the top of the 7th of last game. He is now up to bat again here in the top of the 2nd inning for the Coppin State Eagles. Walker grounds this one to third. Trey Page, who's been pretty solid back there, with their first out of the 2nd inning. Page had a terrific highlight play from third base last game. Made a diving catch and throw.
Batting, number 22, Smith.
Let's go, Torn. We say that. Torn. Stop. Here you go. Here you go.
As Torrin Smith, the redshirt freshman, is now up to bat.
Let's go, Torn. Let's go, Torn. We say that. Leave it up, baby. Good job. Let's go, Torn. We say kick.
Torrin Smith, in 4 plate appearances, had no hits but was walked once. He was also struck out once. And this one will drop in center field for a single for Torrin Smith. And Eddie Javier Jr. is now up to
Now
bat.
batting, number 3, Javier.
Let's go, Eddie. We say that. Say it. Come on, man. 1-3. Go, Eddie. Go, Eddie. Say Eddie. Let's go. Come on, Eddie. How are you? Let's go.
Javier Jr. was hit by a pitch, was walked, and struck out in his 3 plate appearances in the game 1. And he connects deep to right field. It will land right at the gate for a stand-up double.
We're good. Right back to it.
So now you have runners on 2nd and 3rd with Mike Dorsey. I don't believe Dorsey played in game 1, but
Now
he was
batting,
effective
number 25,
in
Wilson.
yesterday's doubleheader. Had a 3-run home run in game 1 of yesterday's doubleheading action. Dangerous hitter for them in their lineup. And first bit of trouble here for Hadaway with runners on 2nd and 3rd. Oh, and he hits him. That ball just got away from Hadaway. So now the bases are loaded for Devin Dial.
Now batting, number 23, Dial.
Devin Dial batting just 207 on the season.
There we go.
He did have a hit in game 1. If he gets another, he'll bring in a run here in game 2.
Go, Eddie.
Coppin State trails early, 3 runs to 0 in the top of the 2nd. The Hornets just have 1 out here, but bases loaded, so some trouble for Hadaway. And that when Rivera couldn't make a play on it, some poor fielding in the outfield as well will allow 2 runs to come home. And just like that, it's a 3-2 run game. And the Eagles have runners on the corner.
Now batting number 9, Day.
Matt Day has a chance to tie the game up here. Hadaway had a pretty quick first inning, but finds himself in some troubling water here in the second. Cole Gary, who was the designated hitter at first base, is now at first base for Crew Bowden, who was at first base last game. Quick timeout is something happened to Gary's glove. He needs to get a new one.
Hey, stay hot, man. Let's go, Matt. Here we go. Hey, help us out right here, Matt.
Some bowling news for you here. The Delaware State bowling team is still alive in its bid for the 2021 Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference Bowling Championship. Despite dropping their opening round match against number 3 Monmouth, the second-seeded Hornets staved off elimination with a win in their second contest. We'll give you some more information on that after this at-bat with Matt Day in the batter's box again. Runners on the corners. Hornets lead by 1 with the runs at 3-2. Ball 1 for Hadaway. In a perfect world, you get a 4-6-3 double play. But Coppin State does have some speed on the bases.
Tag your head. Come on, kid.
Here we go.
Strike there for Hadaway. The count is 2-1 with 1 out. And a good job by the Eagles. They still second. Good running there by Guile, and that takes the double play out of the equation. 2 strikes, 2 balls, 1 out. And as you see, some pitchers for the Hornets are heading to the bullpen to warm up. A swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Hadaway. It wasn't in a situation where he could have had a ball in field.
Now batting number 1.
In order to keep a run off the board, he had to get a strikeout. And he did just that. Wellington Bosley, we've talked about his hitting struggles, batting just about 100 on the season. He's the guy you want to go at. And that's why it's the first pitch strike there by Hadaway. They want to make him swing. He did have a big hit in the top of the 7th. Coppin State's rally, which was, of course, answered by the Hornets rally in the bottom of the 7th.
Need that one. Good pitch.
A good pitch, maybe just inside there, and that's ball 1. Count is 1-1. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Coppin State has already scored 2 runs in the inning. Hadaway trying to mitigate any more damages here. That one in the dirt, a little outside for Hadaway. So 2 balls, 1 strike.
I just took a bite of the veggie sandwich and it was pretty
And Bosley hits that one. It'll drop in for a run. Dial trying to make it 2, and he will do just that. Cole Gary was unaware that Dial was coming in home from second base, and he turned his head to first, and Dial slid home. So 4 runs to answer the Hornets' 3 runs. Now the Eagles have a 1-run advantage. Darren Hagen up to bat. He's been terrific in the series so far. And he's looking to add another run or 2 to the inning for the Eagles. Good pitch there by Hadaway for strike 1. And it looks like we may be in for another high-scoring game for both teams. The score is already 4 runs to 3 as we're in the top of the second.
Nobody else.
Two outs still here in the top of the second inning. It counts now 2-1.
Let's go, baby. Baby, we say back.
Mike. Other team does it. Oh, we like 5 or something.
Count still 2-1. Hagen's at the plate. Hadaway at the mound. Runner takes off, and Hadaway with a single to left field. Now you have runners on first
Now
and
batting,
second.
number 55, Serbia.
Sebastian Serbia up to bat. Serbia struck out his first time up. Was caught looking. He fouls that one off. Serbian flies up. And it was not caught, so it's foul. Brady Daniels was on a run towards it, but just couldn't make the diving catch to get the out. But the ball does land foul of the first base line, and so the count is 0 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs Hadaway just trying to get out of this inning after giving up 4 runs already. This one is grounded to Weglars, and that's routine play for him. And he'll end the inning for the Hornets with Coppin State with an answer to the Hornets' 3-run first inning. They raised the Hornets 1 as they scored 4 at the top of the second.
Yo trato y trato, pero baby, aquí yo sigo. Mami, tú eres una champion, rampa, pa, pam, pam, con un booty fuera de lugar. Una cintura chiquita, mata la cancha, tú estás fuera lo normal. Tú lo bates como la vena de abuela. Hay muchas mujeres, pero tú ganas por tela. Enseñando mucho y todo por fuera. Tu diseñado no quiso gastar.
Trip Kimmel had a hit in game 1. This is his first at-bat here in game 2 as he's leading off the bottom of the second inning. The Hornets have scored 11 runs in the last 3 innings, going back, of course, to game 1, where they had back-to-back 4-run innings. And the good hitting continues as Trip Kimmel singles to center field.
Now batting for the Hornets, center fielder number 19, Mike Worthington.
Mike Worthington got injured in game 1. Good to see him back and here batting here in game 2. Strike there for Hamburg. No outs here in the bottom of the second. Runner on first base. Kimmel takes off. He's able to get down and doesn't beat the tag. So that will be the first out. Kimmel disagrees with the call. Mike Dorsey with the throw to Eddie Javier Jr. to catch Kimmel stealing. So no runners now on any bases. Count is 0-2 for Worthington, 1 out. Worthington with a liner that's foul. I mean, Worthington, one of the faster players on the Hornets. If he can get on base, he normally causes trouble.
Let's go, Mike. Get on 1.
The last pitch was a ball. Worthington fouls it again. Seems like he can keep up with Hamburg here, but just needs to get the ball in play. Counts 1-2. 1 out for Worthington. And this time he goes the opposite direction foul. So good battle here between Hamburg and Worthington. And caught him swinging. Good pitch there by Hamburg for out number 2 of the inning. Rivera is back up as we're at the top of the lineup for the Hornets.
Now batting for your Hornets, shortstop, number 9, Miguel Rivera.
First pitch is a ball. Second pitch outside. Counts 2-0.
Go, Mick.
And Rivera fouls that out of play. Counts down 2-1 with 2 outs. Hornets trail by 1. After Coppin State scored 4 runs in the top of the second. Another pitch that's outside. Counts now 3-1 for Rivera. Flies out to center. Field for out number 3.
Oh, mama, tú eres la fama, estás conmigo y te va mañana. Cuando lo mueves todo me sana. Eres mi antídoto cuando tengo ganas. Oh, mama, tú eres la fama, estás conmigo y te va mañana. Cuando lo mueves todo me sana. Eres mi antídoto cuando tengo ganas. Me tienes loco, loco contigo. Yo trato y trato, pero baby no te olvido. Tú me tienes loco, loco contigo. Yo trato y trato, pero baby aquí yo sigo.
I make it hot, your body on top, kiss me up, wanna live lock, party won't stop, and it's 4 o'clock, iced out watches, I can get you one, tell your best friend, give you one, girls wanna have fun, I'm who they run to, move, your body know you want to, 1, 2, baby I want you, cute face, little waist, move to the basic, that ass need a seat, you can sit on me, that's my old girl, she an antique, you got that new.
Bro, boy.
Leading off for Coppin, number 13, Walker.
Connor Walker now batting .270 on the season after he had 3 hits for 3 RBIs in the first game. He did ground out in his first plate appearance of game 2. He's leading off here for the top of the 3rd. And Walker fouls that one off.
Go ahead.
Connor Walker, the 6'4", 250 catcher from Bothell, Washington. Jordan Hadaway trying to settle in here after giving up 4 runs in a previous inning and throws that one into the dirt.
Go, Hattie.
Now it counts 3-1 for the junior from Del Mar, Delaware. And this one's grounded to Weglars for out number 1.
Now batting number 22, Smith.
Torrin Smith and Mason Brewer joking about something as Smith enters the batting box. Strike 1 for Hadaway. And Smith able to hit that one past Miguel Rivera for a single.
Now batting number 3, Javier.
Eddie Javier Jr. back up to bat for Coppin State. This is a difficult lineup because, or a difficult part of the lineup because of the speed that these two players possess. If they're able to get on base, they can cause havoc with their ability to steal and advance with their speed. They can turn a single to a run with Torrin Smith's speed at first base. Same for Javier Jr. Strike 1 for Hadaway. Count is 1-1 with 1 out in the top of the 3rd. Hornets trail 4 runs to 3. Coppin State trying to add on to that. Rivera can't make the play, and Smith advances to second. Javier Jr. advances to first. Mike Dorsey, who's been
Now batting
terrific.
number 25, Dorsey.
Strike 1. Dorsey batting .400 for Coppin State. Dorsey entered it today with 8 hits on 20 at-bats, including 2 home runs. He hit a home run yesterday against these Hornets. Swing and a miss, and he hit Brewer's face mask, and Brewer's having to walk that one off. Don't see that happen too often, but Brewer said he's okay. You can hear a gasp from both dugouts. Dorsey asked Brewer if he's okay, and Brewer said he is. That can't be a pleasant feeling, having that bat hit your face mask, but he seems to be okay. The count's 1-2. And let's see if they can turn two. We get a tag and a throw. With the 5-3 double play. Tags the runner that was coming to third and makes a terrific throw to first. On the move. And that's why having some good fielders in third base and shortstop are so important. It helps you end rallies like that was happening with Coppin State. Trey Page has been terrific during this series, making a bunch of highlight plays, and that's just another example of that. Hornets still trail 4-3 as we head to the bottom of the third inning.
Crack it on Monday morning, coffee, strong poured everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. Your power stroke, piece of backhoe ride, king of beers, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Now then the six-string circus comes to town, we hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, and everybody singing every word to every song of the girl that's taking home tonight.
Now batting for the Hornets, your second baseman, number 3, John Webb.
Yeah, the drink that we're drinking, the smoke that we're smoking, the party we go, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on.
Weglars leading off the bottom of the third inning. That ball is in the dirt. Counts 2-0. Hamburg had a good second inning after giving up 3 runs in the first. He finds himself quickly down in the count, 3-0. And he walks Weglars, which isn't the worst thing to do, especially the way he's been swinging the bat.
Now up for the Hornets, your third baseman, number 13, Trey Page.
Page, who just recorded another defensive highlight back in the top of the third, is now here in the bottom of the third at that. Grounds that one to first. Weglars is able to get to second base, though. Now you have a runner in scoring position with Crew Bowden up to bat.
Now batting for the Hornets, your DH, number 40, Crew Bowden.
Crew Bowden up to bat. You have a runner in scoring position with Weglars at second base. Jordan Hamburg checks on Weglars, make sure he doesn't try to steal third. Weglars at second, and once again, Hamburg trying to make sure he doesn't steal third. But sometimes pitchers do this and they lose focus of what's going on at bat, and sometimes leave one for the hitter. You see, first pitch is a ball. Sometimes just the threat of stealing can really mess up with what pitchers are trying to do at the plate. And high and outside. And again, you're just kind of those mind games, those chess moves where Weglars, he's pretending to steal. He's stepping out a little bit further and further, and Hamburg has to continue to look back. He has to continue to check, and then he has to worry about Bolden at the plate. But a swing and a miss there, that was the pitch that Bolden wanted. Right through the middle of the plate, but Bolden unable to connect for strike one. Counts 2-1 with one out here in the bottom of the third. Strike two, so the count's now 2-2.
You're good, crew.
Hornets trail by one run. The tying run is at second base. The leading run is at the plate. But he has two strikes here. Weglars takes off, but has to go back to second as Bolden flies out to left field. Out number two.
They got whiskey river on the jukebox, a honky-tonk song
Now batting for the Hornets, your first baseman, number 37, Cole.
Wellington Bosley was the one with the put out at left field for the second out of the bottom of the third. Gary with the foul. His first at bat, he was struck out by Hamburg. And just the gamesmanship between Weglars and Hamburg. Gary with another foul ball. Can Gary get through the gap? No, but the throw is in time, and Gary is out, rounding out to the short Devin Dial up to bat for Coppin State. Hadaway still the pitcher at the top of the fourth.
Yes.
Hadaway with the strike. Actually, I'm sorry, they called it a ball, or at least the scoreboard is saying ball one. And there is the umpire. Like I thought, it's 1 ball and 1 strike. And ground ball, Rivera makes the play as
Now batting number
Dial
9,
grounds out to
Day.
shortstop. Matt Day now batting for the Eagles. Matt Day is 0 for 2 so far with a fly out and a strikeout. But he's up on the count 2-0. 1 out. Top of the 4th inning. Eagles clinging on to a 1-point lead. And Day flies out to center field for the 2nd out of the inning. Matt Day just missed a home run on that one. You could tell his frustration right after he swung. He knew
Now
he
batting
was just off.
number 1, Bowley.
Balsley, who, we point out his struggles as a hitter, and then he comes up to bat and gets a hit. So I'm not going to point out his average anymore. He's up to bat.
Come on, Wiley.
He has 1 hit for 2 RBIs here in the game. Tries to lay down a bunt. Can he beat the throw? He does that. Good job by Balsley with the bunt. Executed perfectly, and you can see the speed down that first
Now
base line.
batting number 34, Hagen.
So with 2 outs, Hagen is up to bat. He's always a threat for Coppin State. On deck for the Eagles is Sebastian Sarabia, but the Hornets have to worry about Hagen right now. Oh, and a great move by Hadaway, and now we have a pickoff situation. Can they get Balsley? They do not. Cole Gary misses the tag, and he is in disbelief. That last throw from Weglars was going to Hadaway, but Cole Gary caught it, and he was in no man's land and couldn't lay down a tag. So Wellington Balsley's able to escape danger there. That would have been out number 3. And that would have been a big mistake by him because you have your power hitter up to bat. Hadaway wanting to try to get him again. Didn't work that time.
Here we go, Darren. Here we go, Darren. Let's go, dude.
So that's actually the first pitch to Hagens after all of that action, and it's ball 1.
Here we go, Dan. Here we go, Dan.
Hagan with the single to left field. And now you have runners on first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting number 55, Sarabia.
And Sebastian Sarabia up to bat again. He has a chance to add some points here for the Eagles. They're up 4 runs to 3. Hadaway finds himself in a tough situation again. Let's see if he can battle out of it. It's always important to get that first strike and be ahead of the count. Good pitch there by Hadaway. See if they can get Sarabia to pop up. You know he's going to swing for the fences. The Hornets earlier in the inning had a chance at picking off Bosley at first base, and we have a drop ball there by Brewer. And Bosley's able to steal third, and Hagan advances to second.
Go, Stevens! Here we go, 5! Let's go, Stevens! On that 5, on that 5! Come on!
Sarabia with the foul ball. The count's now 1-2. 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. The Hornets trail 4 runs to 3. Coppin State has 7 hits on the evening. And a big swing and miss. And Hadaway is able to escape danger unscathed.
What does the fox say? What the fox say? What the fox say? Happy, happy, happy ho. Happy, happy, happy ho. Happy, happy, happy ho. What the fox say? What the fuck say?
Now batting for the Hornets, right fielder number 5, Brady Daniels.
Let's go 5.
Daniels flies out to center field.
Now batting for the Hornets, catcher number 33, Mason Brewer.
Mason Brewer up to bat. Ball is low. Throw a bounce pass for ball 1.
Let's go, Mason. Be big, man. Space knock. Get to bed.
In both pitchers, they had one bad inning, but outside of that, they've been pretty solid. As Brewer flies out to right field.
I got a million ways to get it. Choose one. Hey, bring it back.
Now batting for the Hornets, your left fielder number 11, Trip Kimball.
2 outs here for Trip Kimball, who's now at bat. The Hornets' bats have gone silent after 3 runs in the first inning. That pitch was high. Jeff Kimmel, who's the third base coach, is telling Tripp to relax. That ball needs to be a lot lower before you take a swing like that. Strike 2, so Kimmel finds himself down 0-2 in really just a blink of an eye here. Kimmel fouls that one out. As he's trying to stay alive here at bat. Solid hitter for the Hornets. Batting over 400 entering today's game. And that one is low and outside for ball 1. Counts now 1-2 with 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th inning for DSU. Kimmel fouls that one off. And once again, the Hornets won the first game 13-12 in dramatic fashion in a game that I've never seen before. The way that game played out at the end was one for the ages. We'll have an article in detail about game 1 in a few hours after we're done covering game 2. And you can read up about all of the action that happened on DSUHornets.com. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Hey, win it. Let's go.
That ball is high.
Come on, Trip. Come on, Trip.
A swing and a miss for Trip Kimmel, and he strikes out.
I'm gonna wash up.
The score remains 4-3 as we head to the top of the 5th inning. The Hornets bats have gone quiet. Coppin State is clinging on to a 4-3 lead.
You love me. Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me.
They need another good half inning. The Hornets need from Jordan Hathaway to keep this a 1-run deficit.
Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you always. But the the new me is really still the real me. I swear you gotta feel me before they try and kill me. They gotta make some choices, they running out of options. Cause I've been going off and they don't know when to stop. And then when you get to top and I see that you've been learning. And when you get to shopping, you spend it like you earned it. And when you popped off on your ex, he deserved it. I thought you would've won from the jump that confirmed it. Trap money, Betty. I buy you champagne, but you love some Henny. From the block like you Jenny. I know you special, girl, cause I know too many. Risha, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you always. JT, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you always.
Now batting for Coppin, number 13, Walker.
Connor Walker back up for the Eagles. And he fouls that one out of play. Good job by Brewer alerting Cole Gary that that ball was out of play before Gary continued to keep running. Walker grounds that one to Rivera, and Rivera struggling a bit and lets that one get by him. Normally sure-handed at that shortstop position, but not that time.
Let's go.
Torrance Smith up to bat. He takes the first pitch for a strike. Would have liked to see Rivera get in a little bit better position for that ground ball. He kind of shied away from it. And instead of squaring up to the ball and making a play, you square up to it and it goes by you, it just hits your chest and you'll still be able to recover and make a throw. But he kind of moved away from the ball and allowed it to slip past his grasp. And fielding errors are the ones that can cost you games. We saw that with Coppin State, who had some fielding errors and some throwing errors and just a sloppy game to end game number one. But now the Hornets have 3 errors in just 5 innings of play. Hadaway strikes out Torrance Smith. Eddie Javier Jr.
Now batting to number 3, Javier.
1 out in the top of the 5th inning. We're going just 7 innings as you're on our second game of our doubleheader. The Hornets have a 2-1 series lead thus far, trying to win the series 3-1. Coppin State obviously going for the tie, and they lead right now 4-3. That one high for a ball. And we'll have a single here to right field. So runners on first and second base. Hadaway was in a similar position last inning, and he was able to fight back and get the Hornets out of there unscathed.
Now batting number 25, Dorsey.
He'll have his work cut out for him, and maybe that might be it. Looks like they're calling for somebody out in the dugout Hadaway had a good outing, but with Mike Dorsey at the plate, they want to make sure they have someone with a fresh arm and get him out. He's a dangerous hitter for Coppin State. And the Hornets, whose bats have now gone quiet, cannot really be in a position to surrender any more runs.
Boy, she was a girl. Can I make it any more obvious? He was a punk, but she did ballet. What more can I say? He wanted her, she'd never tell. Secretly, she wanted him as well. And all of her friends stuck up their nose, and they had a problem with his baggy clothes. He was a skater boy, she said, see you later, boy. He wasn't good enough for her. She had a pretty face, but her hair was off his face. She needed to come back down to her. 5 years from now, she sits at home, feeding the baby, she's all alone. She turns on TV, guess who she sees? Skater boy rocking MTV. She calls up her friends, they already know, and they've all got tickets to see his show. She tags along, stands in the crowd, looks up at the man that she turned down. He was a skater boy, she said, see you later, boy. He wasn't good enough for her. Now he's a superstar, slamming on his guitar. Just a pretty face, see what he's worth. He was a skater boy, she said, see you later, boy. He wasn't good enough for her. Now he's a superstar, slamming on his guitar. Just a pretty face, see what he's worth. Sorry, girl, but you missed out. What type like that boy's lying out.
So Jordan Hadaway's night ends in 4 innings of work. He surrendered 8 hits and 4 earned runs. He did have 3 strikeouts and 1 walk in his 4 innings of work. And now Peter Caracia is pitching for the Hornets. .63 righty from Long Island, New York. Is a freshman. He played his high school ball at Herrick High School. Counts 1-1 with 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. The Hornets have surrendered 9 total hits on a day. Peter Carisi with a good pitch there. Facing a very dangerous hitter in the heart of this Coppin State lineup, and he walks it. Now the bases are loaded, and Devin Dial is back up to
now batting number 23, Dial.
Pressure situation here for the Hornets. Can the young freshman get himself out of this situation? He only has 1 out. Obviously would love to turn a double play here. And the Hornets have one of the better infielders, or one of the better infields in the MEAC. When you look at Weglars and Trey Page and Rivera, they can make a lot of plays there. So you want to keep this ball in the infield if possible, and see if you can turn 2.
Go, Pete. And nobody better. Let's go.
Strike two. Peter Kerisa. Throws that one to the dirt, try to get Dial to chase, and Dial does not oblige. So now the count's 2-2 with one out. And strike three. What a pitch there for the second out of the inning.
Now batting number 9, Dave.
Wild pitch and a run will score. Now the score is 5-3. Runners on second and third for Matt Day, who's up to bat. This is Carisa's just his third appearance of the season. He's only pitched an inning's worth of work, surrendering 3 runs, all earned. He has 3 walks and 2 strikeouts on the season. He's given up 1 hit before today's game. 2 balls, 1 strike for the freshman out of Long Island, New York. Matt Day gets a lot of that one. And just foul. Big time break there for the Hornets. I mean, that one looked like it was gone. It started to drift foul, and the count remains 2-2 with 2 outs. The Hornets freshman pitcher gets a second chance here to end the inning without any further damages. Matt Day fouls that one. That would have been Day's first home run of the year for him. This time he goes center field, but flies out. And he's just frustrated. He knows he's missed a golden opportunity to really put this game out of reach. But as it stands, the Hornets trail 5 runs to 3, heading into the bottom of the 5th inning.
Cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you always. And I'm down for you always. And I'm down for you, down for you, down for you always. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you always, baby. Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I'm... Amen. Now let me see you bring it up, 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 bring it up. I wanna see you as you with me. Shout it, I'ma get it like I can do this. Now let me see you. Now let me see you. Bring it up, let me see you. Now let me see you. Now let me see you. Now let me see you. Try it. Came with the posse. Chain looking Aki, ice with the hockey. 10 in the margin. Van with a
Leading
bitch.
off
Van
for
in the
the
margin.
Hornets,
Van with the
center
bang.
fielder, number 19, Mike Worthington.
Young got high in demand. Came with the posse. Chain looking Aki, ice with the hockey. 10 in the margin. Van with a bitch and a friend in the margin. Van with the bang. Go back and van with the band. Young got high in demand.
Mike Worthington up to bat, leading off the bottom of the 5th inning for the Hornets. Looked like he wanted to lay down a bunt, but that ball was thrown in the dirt. Worthington with a single. So a base hit for him as he beams that past the pitcher. For hit number 4 for the Hornets.
I said, girl, why you keep calling? Yeah, she said I need to know it. Yeah.
Now batting for the Hornets, shortstop, number 9, Miguel.
21 minutes until I got go, so I tell that girl I'm gonna slaughter
I'm going back to the dugout. Let's stick it. Excuse me.
Rivera batting 405 on the season.
Hey, mate. Well.
He has 15 hits and 7 RBIs thus far. Worthington is able to get back just in time and beat the tag.
Hey, George. Here we go. Back on line. Come on, baby. Yeah, Mike, good read. On that. Good read. Hey, Nick, keep it. Hey, Nick, keep it. Mike goes. And as well. Back.
Still count at 2-0. Hornets trail by 2 runs. Worthington takes off and he'll slide into second. That takes double play out of the equation for them, and another stolen base for the Hornets. They've done a good job of that. They won game 1 when Hiram Davis, the pinch runner, was able to steal third, and then an errant throw allowed him to come home, and the Hornets won 13-12 in game 1. They have the series lead at 2-1, and they're trying to make that 3-1 and win the series, their first series to start the MEAC season. Big time blast by Rivera, but it'll run out of steam. Worthington tags and makes it to third.
Now batting for your Hornets, second baseman, number 3, John Webb.
You a cracker, don't money, morning coffee, strong poured everything you got into a paycheck Friday night.
Weglars, who's been very good this series, is back up to bat. Counts 1-0 with 1 out. Ball 2.
Throw that ball out. Throw that ball out. Throw that ball out. You can't go to your mouth and go straight to the baseball.
Don't touch it! Don't touch it! Don't touch it!
And Weglars pops it to center field. And that was enough to get Worthington home. One of their speedsters around the base pads. And the Hornets cut the deficit in half. They now trail 5 runs to 4.
Now batting for the Hornets, third baseman, number 13, Trey Page.
Third baseman Trey Page is now up to bat. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Hamburg throws back-to-back balls. Count is 2-0 with 2 outs. Page fouls that one off.
Hey, find it out.
See those hands up. See those hands up. Bury that chin. Bring those hands up.
Third base coach Kimmel telling him to keep his hands up. And looks like they're going to call a ball. I'm not sure. Nope, they're going to say it was fouled off the bat. So now it's 2-2. You can tell by Page's facial reaction that he felt like he got a piece of that ball. He tried to check his swing, but it was of no use. He checks it there, though, and full count here, 3-2, with 2 outs. Page fouls that one back. Scores 5-4 in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 outs here in a full count for Trey Page, their freshman third baseman. He gets just enough there to keep himself from striking out. Good battle here between Page and Hamburg. And ball 4. Page will take first base. And Crew Bowling is now up to bat for the Hornets.
Now batting for the Hornets, your DNs, number 42, Bowling.
Turn it sexy all the way up to 10. I never seen a side ride seat looking so hot. Baby, you rock, hit the spot like a fireball shot. You got me all high head spinning around and around. I'm down if you're down to burn down this town. Ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's ride. Get your little fire dance on the steps, shimmy up inside. One slide, girl, by my side, girl. Yeah, we can run this town. I can rock your world. We can go around, up, cruising around, get stuck. Pedal to the metal till the sun comes out. I'm ready to deal with the man on the moon. He's gonna put in some overtime. We got all night. Ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's ride. Ready, set, let's roll where the good years and good times meet. Girl, we can rev it up right till we overheat. Just forget about the time, get your lips on mine. Gotta kiss you, get to know your smile. On your mark, get set. Ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's ride. Get your little fire. Hands on the step, shimmy up inside. I'm slide, girl, by my side, girl. Yeah, we can run this town. I can rock your world. We can roll down, pop 'em up, cruise around, get stuck. Pedal to the metal till the sun comes out. I'll make a deal with the man on the moon. He's gonna put in some overtime. We got all night. Ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's ride. Ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's ride. You got my heart pumping when I pull it up into your drive. Let's hit it 90 and 9. A couple kids running into the night. Ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's ride. Get your little fine ass on the steps, shimmy up inside. Just slide, girl, by my side, girl. Yeah, we can run this town. I can rock your world. We can roll 'em down, pop 'em up, cruise around, get stuck. Pedal to the metal till the sun comes out. I'm ready to deal with the man on the moon. He's gonna put in some overtime. We got all night. Ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's ride. Ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's ride. Get your little fine ass on the steps, shimmy up inside. Yeah, we can run this.
So Tim Ruffino is in for relief for Jordan Hamburg. Hamburg had 4 strikeouts, gave up 3 hits, gave up 3 runs, which were all unearned. Trey Page beats the tag. He was dead to rights there, but Coppin stayed unable to execute. Looks like it was Devlin Dial who missed the tag, and Page just ran right around him.
Hey, good job, Trey Page.
And now he's in scoring position. He's a tying run with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Crew Bowden. A good at bat here could tie the game. And head coach Sherman Reed for Coppin State upset about the last call that Trey Page was safe and beat the tag, giving the umpire earful here. Still 2 outs. It counts 1-0 for Bowden. Now it's 1-1. Counts down 2-2 after Bolden fouls that one off. Two outs still. Bottom of the fifth. Hornets trail by 1 run. Bolden to deep center field, but flies out to end the inning.
Got me in my face.
Hornets are able to get 1 run back bottom of the fifth, but they still trail by 1 run with the score at 5-4. Coppin State with a couple of errors in the game happening in that last inning.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in circles walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Yeah, every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's gonna get difficult to stand, but hold your balance. I just say whatever, cause there is no way you're bound. Everyone falls down sometime, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Feeling good, like I should. When in circles walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine.
Now batting for Coppin, number 34, Hagen.
Hitting off the top of the 6th, Aaron Hagan. Actually, sorry, it was Wellington Bosley who was leading off the top of the 6th inning. He has 2 hits on the day. He was able to go to center field in his first at bat and lay down a bunt and beat out the tag in his second at bat. And this one popped up, and Rivera, he's just, I mean, that's not a error. That would have been a terrific play, but a play that he can make, but just unable to do so that time.
Now batting, number 34, Hagen.
Now Aaron Hagan's up to bat. Very dangerous batter for them. He's done quite a bit of damage this series. Looking to continue to do so. Peter Caricia checking first base. Bosley has a lot of speed. Higgins, which should have been a simple play for a Trey Page. And now the ball is all around the place. Luckily for the Hornets, they only get 1 base out of that. I mean, Wellington Bosley probably could have went home. As that ground ball rolled right past Trey Page. And want to give your freshman pitchers as much help as possible. And when you have a veteran like Rivera miss a play, and then you have Trey Page, who's a freshman himself, but has been terrific at third base, miss a play. You're setting your freshman pitcher up for failure. Now he has to deal with Nick Morales.
Let's go.
And wild pitch there. Everybody advances. So now you have runners on second and third with 0 outs. And that's what happens when you have plays and you don't make them. You make some mistakes fielding the ball. Everything starts to snowball. Now your pitcher has to be perfect, and that leads to him doing a little bit too much, which leads to wild pitches, which leads to free bases. And now a tough situation here for him, with runners on second and third, and Morales at the plate. He's a solid hitter for Coppin State. Was one of several batters that participated in that seventh inning rally last game. Counts 1-2. Caricia would love to get a strikeout here. And he does just that for his first out of the inning.
Number 13, Walker.
Connor Walker now batting. Strike one for Walker. And that was ruled fair. Page now struggling a bit at third base, and a runner scores because of it. And you're Peter Carissa, you're thinking, man, I should be out of this inning by now. A couple of mistakes fielding is costing him a little bit.
Now batting number 22, Smith.
Torrance Smith now batting, and he'll foul that one. We're at the top of the sixth. Hornets trail 6 runs to 4. Coppin State has 10 hits in the game. Torrance Smith hoping to make it number 11 and hoping to put up some more runs here. Carissa just hoping to get out of this inning without giving up any more runs. Torrance Smith going deep. He'll stay in, but that will be more than enough for Hagens to score. He'll tag home, and now the runs starting to pile up here in inning number 6. The score is 7-4.
Here we go, Eddie. Here we go. That's a ball! That's a ball! Yeah!
And we're going to get a walk here by the freshman, and now you have a runner in scoring position.
Right there, let's go.
Counts 1-0, 2 outs. Eddie Javier Jr. at the plate with one runner in scoring position, and Javier Jr. almost fell over trying to swing at that one. Counts now 1-1, 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. Coppin State has put 2 more runs on the board to lead by 3 runs. And that one's fouled off for strike 2. And Carissa, he's pitched well this inning. His fielding behind him has let him down. Probably should have been out of this inning about 5-10 minutes ago. But a few mistakes have cost the Hornets. That one close to being a strike. And it counts now 2-2 with 2 outs. Seems like the Hornets have such a tough time with that out number 3, especially late in these games where Coppin State just seems to kind of get a read on all their pitchers at this point. And Javier Jr., he fouls that one. This is the first time I've seen he got a catcher a little shaken up from that one, and Javier Jr. shaken up from that one. And Brewer getting a little beat up here. He took a baseball bat to the face earlier in today's game. Now he takes a ball, maybe it hit off his foot. I'm not sure exactly where he got hit, but he's a little shook up. Javier Jr.'s a little shook up. They're both staying in. The count still 2-2 with 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. Swing and a miss for Javier Jr. and Peter Garcia. He pitched well, but was let down by the defense behind him, and now the Hornets trail 7 runs to 4, heading into the bottom of the 6th inning.
I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you. It's to the point where I love and I hate you, and I cannot change you, so I must replace you. Easier said than done. I thought you were the one listening to my heart instead of my head. You found another one, but I am the better one. I won't let you forget me. I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take until they got whiskey river on the jukebox, a honky-tonk song that was playing slow, a neon pop roadblock, and plenty down with it when you want more. This brook on food on an old bar stool, drinking beer almost as cold as you. Bunch of good time numbers on the stall door, a picture of you on the door. Them cinder block walls ain't ever been clean, still ain't as dirty as you.
Now batting for the Hornets, first baseman, number 37, Cole Brown.
Gary leading off the bottom of the 6th. The Hornets need to get to work here. They're down 3 runs. They only have this inning and the next to make up that difference. Gary with a shot deep to left field. Back to the wall. And it looks like it's foul. It's a good, solid hit by Gary.
Hey, we need base hit right here. Hey, we need runners on base hit, baby. Let's go, let's go. Good job.
And strike two. Counts 1 and 2 for Gary. And Gary pops that one up. And that's one out for the Coppin State pitcher, Tim.
What does the front say? Now batting for the Hornets. It's your right fielder, number 5, Brady Daniels.
Brady Daniels. At bat, down the line and fair. And Daniels, he has some wheels. And he'll get down and slides into second. So the runner in scoring position, Mason Brewer.
Everything nitty, I love when it's hot.
Now batting for your Hornets, your catcher, number 33, Mason Brewer.
I'm Sunday. Yeah. Woo!
1 ball.
Hey, Max, let's go, Ed. Let's go. Yeah. Find the barrel, get up there. Yeah.
That went high and outside for ball 2. Brewer ahead of the count, 2-0. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. The Hornets trail by 3 runs with the score at 7-4. Brewer, and he pops up. And Dial will get that put out. And just 4 outs left for the Hornets.
Now batting for your Hornets, left fielder, number 21, Tyler Cunningham.
Tyler Cunningham, the 6'3" junior from Trenton, New Jersey, who played a couple of years at Delaware Technical Community College, is now batting for the Hornets. Hornets with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. They need to get to work. They need to get to work soon if they want to win this series 3-1. They took the first game of today's doubleheader. And, of course, yesterday they split in yesterday's doubleheader. Cunningham entering today batting just 167 with 3 hits on 18 at-bats. He has batted in 6 runs, which is tied for 4th most on the team. And he flies out to right field. So a pretty quick inning for Coppin State, and they hold a 3-1 run advantage heading into the top of the 7th.
Easier said than done. I thought you were the one listening to my heart instead of my head. You found another one, but I am the better one. I won't let you forget me. You left me falling and landing inside my grave. I know that you want me dead. I take prescriptions to make me feel okay. I know it's all in my head. I have these lucid dreams where I can't move a thing, thinking of you in my bed. You were my everything, thoughts of a wedding ring. Now I'm just better off dead. I'll do it over again. I didn't want it to end. Now watch it blow in the wind. I should have listened to my friends. Leave it in the past, but I wanted to last. You were made out of plastic, fake. I was tangled up in your drastic ways. Who knew evil girls had the prettiest face? You gave me a heart that was full of mistakes. I gave you my heart and you made heartbreak. You made my heart break. You made my heart break. You made my heart break. You made my heart ache. You made my heart break.
Peter Caracia versus Mike Dorsina. And another foul there. Counts 0-2. First batter up in the top of the 7th. Peter Carissa will give up the single as that reaches the left fielder for the Hornets. And you got a
now batting number 23, Dial.
Devin Dial. Back up to bat for the Hornets, and I'm sorry, for the Eagles in the top of the 7th. Eagles with a 3-run lead, but after what we saw in last game's 7th inning, we know no lead is safe, and they would love to add a couple of insurance runs to deal with the Hornets in whatever rally they try to put together in the bottom of the 7th. Timeout here as there's some instruction being given to Devin Dial on what to do in this situation.
Take us serious. I mean, maybe for you.
Dial tried to bunt, but unable to do so, and that's strike number 2. So now he's pretty much has to swing here. So he gets hit instead, and they're going to say hit the bat first, or no, they're going to say hit the elbow first, and he'll take his base. So now you have runners on first and second with 0 outs in the top of the 7th.
Now batting number 9, Day.
The Hornets have 2 pitchers in the bullpen warming up. Matt Day, who almost had a home run at his last at bat, but it just drifted foul. He's back up. And pass ball there. Brewer almost got Dial out, but the tag came in just a hair late from Rivera. So now you have runners on second and third in a 2-0 count with 0 outs. And Matt Day, still seeking his first home run of the season, is up on a count 3-0. But I doubt he will even have his bat leave his shoulders unless Carissa is able to throw a strike here. So there's your strike. And now the count's 3-1.
All right. Has to be remaining. Have you? Go back.
And a swing and a miss. Now we have a full count, 3-2. And strike 3. Day a little disappointed with the call. He thought it was ball 4, but it was a good pitch by
Now
Carissa.
batting number 1, Baisley.
And Wellington Baisley, he's put together a good game number 2, a good day in general. Hitting, bunting, fielding, he's been solid as well. And he has a chance to add to it, but bad swing there. He wasn't close on that one, and he knows it.
Say one.
Strike 2 for DSU.
Let's go, Weldon. Let's go.
Counts 0-2, 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. Hornets trail by 3. And that one, another base hit for Wellington Bosley. It'll bring another run home. And good base running there by Bosley as he takes second as the Hornets try to throw home. And now DSU trails by 4 runs again. We've seen this story.
Now batting number 34, Hagen.
But you have runners on second and third, and Hagens is back up to bat. And it seems like that will be the day for Peter Carissa. They'll bring someone in for relief for him. He was pretty impressive. His fielding let him down in the 6th inning, and just looked like his arm is a little tired here in the 7th inning. And I think a good sub here for J.P. Blanding. As Zach Dale is back in. He actually got the win in last game, which was just a crazy contest. When the Hornets needed a couple outs, Dale was able to provide that in the top of the 7th when the wheels were falling off. They'll need him to have a similar performance here with runners at second and third, and they trail by 4 once again. Up the warm-up throws from Dale is high, so he needs to settle down just a tad. Once again, Hagens at the plate. Hornets trail 8 runs to 4. Runners on second and third base with just 1 out. Infield is in. This one hits the infield. Page makes a good throw. Good job checking at third first to make sure the runner didn't advance home for the second out of this inning. Now Justin Oakley to bat for the
Now
Eagles.
batting, number 5, Oakley.
He has some power. Someone you have to be careful of with the game hanging on a balance and 2 runners in scoring position. First pitch strike for Dale. That one's low into the ground, but Brewer blocked it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. 4-point advantage for Coppin State. With Oakley to bat. Tense moment here. Everybody knows this is pretty much the game. The Hornets have not really been hitting like they were in game 1. And they cannot afford to give up any more runs. Swing and a miss for Oakley, and now the count's 1-2. Oakley turned on it, but late and fouls it off. Count still 1-2. And that one just a tad bit low and inside for ball number 2. Counts 2-2, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning. That one outside. Now you have a full count here. Big moment here for both teams. The Hornets clinging on to life. Don't want to surrender any more runs. Coppin State wanting to have a couple more insurance runs, and Dale walks them, loading the bases. Connor Walker, who hit a home run last game, he's back up to bat.
Now batting, number 13, Walker.
Bases loaded. Connor Walker with a golden opportunity to put this game out of reach unless we have another crazy bottom of the 7th inning. And Walker took a big swing at it. Misses for strike 1. And Walker fouls that one, so he's behind 0-2. Let's see what Zach Dale is able to do here. That one high and outside for ball number 1.
Hey, Todd. Hey, Seawolf. Here you go, Connor.
Walker fouls that one off, and you can see from Dale's body language, he thought he was going to get a strike on that one, get a strikeout anyway. But Walker competing here,
Here you go, Connor.
not going to allow this to be an easy at bat.
Here we go, 1-3. Here we go, 1-3.
And another foul. Dale delivering some good pitches, but Connor Walker is game right now.
Here you go, Connor. Come on, Connor. Come on.
That one low. Brewer blocks it well and makes sure there's no way that Dale could advance home. Counts 2-2. And this at bat continues. The Hornets just won a chance. The bottom of the 7th. To take the lead again. Big time shot. It's going back to center field. Looks like he has some space and the catch will be made. And yesterday that would have been a home run the way the wind was blowing, but barely any wind today.
Yeah. So they were waiting on.
Coppin State able to
Critical
add one run
when it's your time, give
in the top of the 7th to take an 8-4 lead. They have 13 hits in game number 2. The Hornets just 5, but they will have to have a lot more if they want to come back and win this game and complete the doubleheader sweep here. If not, they'll split the weekend with Coppin State. They split yesterday's doubleheader, winning game 2 after dropping game 1, 9 runs to 3. They were able to win game 2 after a big-time shot from Weglars in the bottom of the 6th. And then they were able to win, which was basically game 3, but the first game of today's doubleheader when Hiram Davis stole home off a wild pitch. Now they find themselves down 8-4, but this has been a wild series. We have seen some crazy things happen.
Now batting for your Hornets, your center fielder, number 19, Mike Worthington.
The Hornets were trailing by 4 runs last game, and they scored 5. They're trailing 4 runs now, and let's see what they will end up with. Mike Worthington at the plate. He takes ball 1, swings at the second pitch, and can he beat the throw? He cannot for out number 1. And he's a guy you want to get on base. Unable to do so that time.
She said I need to know it. Yeah. Cause I know that you still ballin'.
Now batting
She
for
just
your
wanna go back
Hornets,
to
your
you just wanna run
shortstop,
back out of the
number
lorry.
9,
21 minutes
Rivera.
until I got go, so I tell that girl I'm gonna slaughter it.
And that's the guy, Worthington, that you wanted on base. Him and Trey Page has caused a lot of havoc with their base running ability. But a good hit there by Rivera. He's going to try to take 2, and he'll do that with relative ease, so a double for him. And now you get a little bit momentum. You get Weglars up to bat, and we've talked ad nauseum about the series he's having. Let's see if that continues.
Now batting for your Hornets, your second baseman, number 3, John.
Weglars swings at the first pitch and fouls it backwards. And that one almost a strike, but it'll be a ball 1, so the count is 1-1, 1 out. Runner on second base. Weglars. We'll take that one for ball 2.
Good job. Read it hard. 4 minutes.
Strike 2. I'm sorry, that was strike 3, and now we're down to 1 out. Trey Page will have to have some heroics here to keep.
Now batting for your
game
Hornets,
alive.
your third baseman, number 13, Trey Page.
Crew Bolden at the on-deck circle, but right now, all eyes on Trey Page. Page swings, and the ball gets bobbled, and you had your first baseman, your second baseman couldn't make a play. Rivera will score, and now it's a 3-point game. And the ball just takes weird hops at first base, and it's been really bothering.
Now batting for your Hornets, your DH, number 40, Cooley
Bounced up high in the air. Walker deflected it to Javier Jr., but Jr. couldn't corral it in time. Rivera was able to score, and then we get another weird hop. But what a play there to end the game. Great throw by Torrance Smith to win the game. Thank you guys for tuning in to the DESU-TV live stream as we had doubleheader coverage. The Hornets win the first game, 13-12, but Coppin State responds with an 8-5 victory. That will be all for our coverage here. Tomorrow, we will be live streaming volleyball. Thank you for tuning in to the stream, and this is Derek Slayton once again signing out.
Here, I'm gonna grab a paper.